Normally, frustrating speedruns consist of games with very precise movement, puzzle pattern memorization which needs to be memorized in order to achieve a world record, frame perfect tricks, inconsistent boss fights, and areas which just require dumb luck. Difficult speedruns also can be games which take an hour or two in order to complete. Of course, the longer the gameplay means the longer the learning of that speedrun is. But all that stuff is usually found in long speedruns or full game speedruns. Short speedruns usually contain glitches which allow the player to skip large chunks of the game. For example, in the game Outlast, there's a very well known trick at the very beginning of the game which lets you go out of bounds by utilizing the hitboxes in the scaffolding, doing precise movements and then jumping a few times, and enter a loading zone which teleports you to the last level in the game, making Outlast speedruns around 9 minutes long. See, now that speedrun is short. It's only 9 minutes long, but doing that glitch takes a lot of time to learn and has to be done perfectly. Of course, glitches are not what the game wants you to do, therefore making the glitch very anti-user friendly, because nobody expected the players to do this kind of stuff. This is what makes a speedrun difficult. However, doing glitches in speedruns aren't very impressive because you're going against the rules altogether. Did you know you can beat Pokemon Yellow in 0 hours and 0 minutes and like 2 seconds? This is probably the shortest speedrun you can do. However, is it frustrating? The answer is no, because it is done just by doing glitches non-stop. You can figure out how to do the tricks and soon after it really isn't that difficult. In the end, the glitch is very consistent and you can expect the same output every time. But remember what I said? You're going completely against what the developers of the game want you to do. To sum it up, Pokemon Yellow is a short speedrun, but not difficult. So let's have a look at the shortest, most frustrating speedrun out there, which does not include any glitches in it. We played just like how the developers want us to play, and the speedrun is so frustrating that achieving a personal best will only happen after many tries. When games have different levels in them, people sometimes decide to upload individual level speedruns of that game. You see, there is a game called Saw the Game, which is a very long game. This game isn't very well known, and those who have played this game say that it's crap. It really did leave bad beat-up marks on the Saw series as a whole. This game came out just under 3 weeks after Saw 5 was released. It was a very badly made game, and I don't even have to explain why. But if this game was so badly made, then why is it worth speedrunning? Well, this is a puzzle game, and the fact that beating up minions are so broken and easy, it makes those parts in the game very consistent, which means that it's very important in terms of movement and solving those puzzles as fast as you can. Unfortunately, it only has one area where luck is desperately needed, and with bad luck means it's game over. All 7 chapters in this game are very long. The second to last chapter is called Jeff, and this game does have individual level speedruns you can upload separately. So here we go. Let's have a look at the shortest but most frustrating speedrun out there. Saw the Game, chapter number 6. See this door? This is the end of the chapter, past this door. But in order to get there, we need to do a few tasks, such as to search for some light bulbs in order to find out the combination lock. But to achieve this goal, Jigsaw makes us do some other jobs as well. It's not a Saw story without finding keys, and we are told to do some other crazy stuff. On average, this chapter takes around 1 hour to finish. However, if you look at the leaderboard for this chapter, it only takes 2 minutes. You see, Jigsaw just makes us do all these silly things, but the combination of that lock is always the same, and we have access to that door at the very start of the chapter. This means that we can always input the code and essentially skip 1 hour of gameplay. The code to this door is always 831, so as soon as we see the door, we just need to open it as fast as possible. And now all that's left is the final part of this chapter. Every single chapter in Saw the Game is named after the person who we need to save in a lethal Jigsaw homemade trap, just like in the movies. At this point, we have saved Amanda, Jennings, Melissa, Oswald, Obi, and now it's time to save Jeff. So right now you're probably thinking, why is this the worst speedrun in the world? It's only 2 minutes long and doesn't sound very frustrating at all. Well, here is the bit that will completely change your mind.
Hello, Jeff. Day after day you live alone, isolating yourself to avoid the stress of reality. You have tried to take your own life on multiple occasions because you cannot endure the mental pain of everyday life.
Get me out of here!
Now you will have to endure real pain. The game is simple. Detective Tab must match all the corresponding symbols, and you will be released. Match the wrong symbols, and a metal spike will pierce your body. Match too many wrong symbols, and your suffering will end.
The game is simple indeed, but this would be super fun on a casual playthrough. However, for speedrunning, this is the worst luck dependent factor someone could ask for. Welcome to Get to the Stage and Rescue Jeff. Every time we make a mistake, which happens like all the time, Jeff gets a spike skewered in him. Make 5 mistakes and Jeff dies, ruining a speedrun. However, if you correctly match 2 pieces together when there is at least 1 spike in Jeff's body, it will be pulled out of him, making later parts a little easier to handle. The pills match to the pill container, saw with the foot, camera pairs with the film, jigsaw piece to the other jigsaw piece, tape player to tape, shotgun bullets to the shotgun, heart to heart reading, hammer with nails. If you're really unlucky by not managing to achieve a single pair during the guessing at the beginning for 5 tries, you have been through the worst possible situation in this level. And another reason why this is very frustrating is because we need to spend the least amount of time choosing which TV to pick, and sometimes if you're not careful, you might choose on the incorrect TV and realize it when it's too late. Now I was curious, could I ever manage to do this speedrun, get the fastest journey towards the combination door, input the code 831 in the fastest possible method, and do the Jeff puzzle without making a single mistake? What if every single time I do a guess, I get lucky, and I never get an incorrect guess, and Jeff for once doesn't get a spike pierced through his body? So there are 16 different TVs and 8 pairs. To get a pair on the first attempt, it's a 1 out of 15 chance, which is extremely rare. For that to happen, we'll need some major luck. I guess that's fine, which means the next time I can get a pair would be 1 out of 11 chance, which also requires too much luck. 2 more TVs used, and the next chance would be 1 out of 9. Get the idea? The chances are easier as time goes on because there are less TVs to choose from. Next one is 1 out of 7, and so on. But to find out the chances of the perfect Jeff puzzle, I would have to multiply all of this, and the answer is 0.00000049, which is the same as 1 out of 2,027,025. This means someone out there will have to replay this 2,027,025 times minimum to achieve the perfect pattern possible. And if they manage that, the estimated time for the entire run would be 1 minute and 55 seconds. Overall, this 2-minute speedrun has probably the longest restarts required. Despite being 2 minutes long, it is extremely frustrating to sit through, and it has no glitches to help us like how short speedruns usually have. The luck factor for this speedrun is so important, and the best possible pattern is as rare as 1 over 2 million. I have the world record for the fastest time ever for the speedrun, and I got unbelievably lucky with only 5 errors. I could have got 4 errors if it wasn't for a really silly mistake I did. If you want to see that for yourself, I will leave it here.